Before he was a politician, before he was the Prime Minister of Pakistan, before he became somebody who divided hearts in India, Imran Khan was a cricketing legend. And on that one fact, there can be no two opinions. And now the news that Imran Khan has lost 85% of his vision in one eye, and to hear his family accusing the Pakistan army of torturing Imran Khan into this medical condition is something that I think we can all agree is a colossal tragedy. No matter what you may think of Imran Khan, the politician, nobody, especially a sporting legend like Mr. Khan, deserves this, no matter what his differences may be with the Pakistan army. The big question is whether this is a personal vendetta by Pakistan's Army Chief and Field Marshal Asim Munir. Why is the Pakistan deep state so scared of Imran Khan? Why would they not even grant him an intervention in a situation like this when media reports show that a fortnight ago, Imran Khan's family had flagged the fact that Imran Khan was in danger of losing sight, danger of going blind? I'm Barkha Dutt. You're with the Mojo Story. On the program today, we will look at what's actually happening with Imran Khan inside prison. The politician is on one side. The cricketer is somebody that everybody in our part of the world has followed and adored. Imran Khan, widely considered to be the most popular political leader in Pakistan today if there were a fair election, is somebody who has rubbed the Pakistan army the wrong way. Once called the poster boy of the Pakistan army for how aligned the two entities were, today finds himself on the wrong side of the power divide. And this is now beginning to take a human cost. Zulm, as his sister described it. What's happening with Imran Khan is a tragedy, but there is a political question to be asked. What does Imran Khan know, or what does he represent that the Pakistani establishment is so frightened or adversarial towards him? I want to introduce two very special guests today, two distinguished voices on this issue. First, I want to welcome to the program Dr. Salman Ahmed. He's, of course, a musician, but he's also a passionate supporter of Imran Khan, one of the most vocal voices speaking up for the ousted former Pakistan Prime Minister. Welcome, Salman. It's good to have you with us. And also joining us is General Atta Hasnain, military veteran, former general officer commanding of the 15 Corps. And only yesterday, General Hasnain, we were talking about restoring cricketing ties between India and Bangladesh, possibly. Today, we have a cricketing hero of the subcontinent, basically having lost 85% of his vision in one eye, a real tragedy. Let me start by playing out what Imran Khan's sister has claimed happened to him inside prison.
जो बहुत तकलीफदेह चीज है, जो जिस पे हमारा दिल टूटा है कि इमरान खान कहते हैं 3 महीने से मेरी आंख में मुझे धुंधला नजर आ रहा था। 3 महीने पहले उन्होंने ये भी कहा कि मैं बिल्कुल, मेरी आंखें ठीक थी, मैं बिल्कुल, और माशाल्लाह फिजिकली वो क्योंकि वर्जिश करते हैं, सलमान सफदर ने कहा कि वो बिल्कुल ठीक हैं सेहत के हिसाब से, क्योंकि इमरान खान दिन में वर्जिश करते हैं, उन्होंने उसकी सारी डिटेल्स दी हैं अपनी रिपोर्ट में, तो वो फिट है। लेकिन जब इमरान खान ने कहा कि मेरी आंख ठीक नहीं है, तो उनको क्या मिला? आई ड्रॉप्स। जब 2 हफ्ते, वो कहते हैं 2 हफ्ते मुझे नजर नहीं आ रहा था, और मैं सुपरिटेंडेंट को बार बार कह रहा था कि मुझे एक आंख में नजर नहीं आ रहा, ये वो वक्त है जिसमें इन्होंने जुर्म किया है। ये जुर्म है,
ये जुर्म है. This is something that has been done deliberately, is what the insinuation there is. Dr. Salman, let me start with you. Is it now confirmed that Imran Khan has pretty much lost his sight in one eye, 85% vision gone is what we're told? Is there a danger that this could replicate itself in his other eye? What his sister was describing was foggy vision in both eyes, and that all that he was given was eye drops. We believe Pakistan's Supreme Court has now made an intervention. What can you tell us?
Thanks for inviting me, Barkha. basically, Imran Khan has been in solitary confinement since August 5th, 2023. And the degree to his discomfort, his torture, has been recorded by United Nations Working Group on Arbitrary Detention, who've called his incarceration arbitrary detention, called for his immediate release. Other international fora, human rights organizations have said the same. Imran Khan in October 2025 had perfect vision, and they cut off all contact from his personal physicians, his family, his sisters, Aleema
Mhm.
Khanum, who just you just showed in the video, and he kept complaining to the superintendent jail, uh, man called Anjum, Ghafoor Anjum, that his eye, the vision in his right eye was getting blurry. So they just gave him eye drops. They didn't bring any doctors to come see him, and he kept saying that I'm losing my vision. And when it got terribly, when it deteriorated so much, they abducted him. I would say that's the only thing I can say is that they abducted him and took him to this hospital at midnight. And without his consent, without any family member there, they did a medical procedure, and so now when all of this has been come out, the people of Pakistan and people in the international media, you doing the program here, are just shocked. How could they do this to a former head of state, a national and international icon, where right now, when the Supreme Court Chief Justice said that we will investigate, so the lawyer Salman Safdar went in and he did a thorough investigation, out of which it came that the night they took Imran Khan to the PIMS hospital, undercover, midnight, the doctors there, who we don't know who they were, what qualification they had, they diagnosed his condition as central retina vein occlusion. The retina has a vein which, if it clots, you begin to lose your sight. And this is what Imran Khan was complaining for 3 months prior, that he was losing his sight, that he had blurred sight, he had pain in the eye, constant.
Are you saying, Salman, that if the intervention had been earlier, had it been by somebody whom you trusted or the family trusted, Mr. Khan would still be able to see in the eye that he can no longer see properly with?
That's absolutely correct, Barka. That if they had intervened when he was complaining, and the Nelson Mandela prison rules, even the prison rules of Pakistan or any, uh, uh, any country, if a prisoner is complaining about some sort of ailment, you're supposed to provide, medical treatment, and his own doctors, his personal physicians, his family. They did none of that. They basically let him sit in isolation for 23 hours. I mean, if you read the report, it's cruel, inhumane, and I would say, as Aleema Khan said, that if it had been any other country's uh, um, head of state being treated like that, well, there would be an uproar. There would be
Yeah.
riots. But at this time, because Pakistan is so, it's like North Korea. It is like Myanmar. It is a completely militarized state. They have been able to get away with this, but now, because people have found out, there is great unrest, and 85% of his eyesight is gone. This is what the PIMS diagnosis was.
Okay, I want to bring in General Hasnain, especially on your last parallel. Pakistan today is like North Korea. It is a highly militarized country. Here, General Hasnain, the fault lines are ironic. At one point, when Imran Khan transited from becoming a cricketing hero for the subcontinent to a politician and the Prime Minister of Pakistan, he was widely regarded as somebody who was very close to the Pakistan military. Today, that same military has turned on him. Today, he is independently popular. I think there are no two views on the fact that if there was a fair election in Pakistan, Imran Khan would win that hands down. What do you make of the fact that the Pakistan military is today so hostile to Imran Khan that it is willing to let one of their own cricketing legends be in this situation where he is now partially blind?
Thank you, Barkha. Thank you for calling for me for this rather unusual program otherwise. And I enjoy being with you on this. I'm here more for the love of cricket than anything else. I have always respected Imran Khan for his great cricketing capabilities. I'm no fan of Imran the politician, right? So, but despite that, I'm here to comment on the questions which you are asking me. As far as the Pakistan Army is concerned, there's no doubt that it is hugely intimidated by Imran Khan's popularity. Anyone who is popular in the street in Pakistan is obviously not someone who's a great friend of the Pakistan Army. I think the current leadership of the Pakistan Army, particularly General Asim Munir or Field Marshal Asim Munir, so-called, you may like to recount the 9th of May 2023 incident at Lahore, when you found supporters of Imran Khan, the street supporters, etc., getting into Lahore cantonment, even getting to the Corps Commander's house. And that had really shaken up the Pakistan Army at that particular time. Till then, if you remember, things were still comparatively sedate. But thereafter, things transited to becoming much more volatile. And the Pakistan Army made sure that whatever it could do to make for Imran Khan, and send home the message very clearly that he is going to remain incarcerated. He's not going to come out anywhere. These elections could have easily been the various trials which are going on. You know, we keep hearing of a trial being dismissed somewhere, he being found guilty and things like that. All of them could have been fast-tracked. They could have been combined together and he could have been tried. But obviously the Pakistan Army keeps compartmentalizing them, breaking them up into bits and pieces, so that this process is going to go on forever. Because everyone realizes his coming out is going to mean something very, very awkward for the Pakistan Army itself. And that's the prime reason why we are finding this kind of an intimidation which is going on.
So are you basically saying that this is about competitiveness, or is it about something more? You know, there are suggestions that Imran Khan backed the wrong army officer as far as the Pakistan Army leadership is concerned. There is, we've had action against the former DG of ISI, which is quite unusual for Pakistan. That too was a development seen as connected to Imran Khan. You know, what do you make of this? Because when that Corps Commander's house was actually stormed by protesters, there was also some talk about how there were ripples or divisions within the Pakistan Army when it came to Imran Khan. General Hasnain.
Very, very interesting, and I'm glad that you have brought this issue up. I recall this whole thing started from General Bajwa's time, if you remember. General Bajwa actually supported Imran Khan, and they had a fairly good relationship till some time. Somewhere along the line, they fell apart. And then when Asim Munir himself was DG ISI, and he's the one who actually investigated the case against Imran Khan's wife, Bushra Begum. At that particular time, the whole Tosha Khana case also was investigated at that particular time. All these things came to the head together. The DG ISI, I'm forgetting his name.
Was it Fez?
Yeah, Fez. Fez. Yes, General Fez, basically, who also went to Afghanistan and was seen very, very, he
was there sipping the tea. I think we had those pictures absolutely. Also. He was there sipping the tea with the Taliban as
Taliban, absolutely. After 15th of August 2021, that's the time when it happened to see it. He was a strong, powerful DG ISI, there's no doubt. Fez Hamid was a very strong DG ISI, and he was in competition to be the chief of the army staff himself. He was probably in the run at that time and in competition with Asim Munir. And that's why you find that Asim Munir had his back subsequently when things turned around the other way. Faiz Hamid may have been very, very popular otherwise. Asim Munir, as far as I remember, was hardly known in the Pakistan Army to anyone. He remained as DG ISI for a short while. His claim to fame was more the intimidation of Imran Khan and the particular issues of investigation against Imran Khan.
There's the
That's
picture,
right.
General Hassan. That's
Yeah,
the picture.
absolutely. He
Yes.
happens to be also from the Royal College of Defence Studies, where I have also been at
Oh,
one
I
stage in
see.
life. So,
Small world.
although I have not met him there, but he happens to
Small
be an
world.
RCDS graduate also. But
Yeah.
yes, this is these are the internal politics of the Pakistan army. Games when an army becomes very powerful, when it's involved in politics, a tremendous amount of money and influence is involved in all this. Obviously, the competition between the senior leadership within the senior leadership starts going completely awry. And you see, if we in India never see a thing like this, because the Indian army is made of something completely different. We can't imagine the kind of things which happen in the Pakistan army. In
Yeah.
so much of money and power which is involved there, that these kind of games are very, very usual.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, top leadership has to watch its back more, less against adversaries on the east or the west, much more against the adversaries within. That is the usual situation in the Pakistan army.
Let me bring in Dr. Salman on this. Salman, why is this personal for Field Marshal Asim Munir? Is there something personal here? Is it to do with Imran Khan's backing of Faiz Hamid? What is it? What is the problem? Or is it, as General Hassan believes, straightforwardly that Imran Khan is massively popular on the street? If there was a fair election, he would win that election. And the Pakistan army does not want an independently popular politician because that would weaken the Pakistan army. What is the problem here that Munir has with Imran Khan? Please explain to our audience.
Yeah, so Barka, one thing I would like to reframe, which you said in your, initial welcome, that Imran Khan versus the Pakistan Army. I think that's a false framing. First of
Okay.
all, the majority, I would say over 90% of the Pakistan Army and the veterans, they are for Imran Khan. Okay,
Okay.
uh,
Okay.
in the February 8th, 2024 election, where he won a landslide victory, despite the fact that he was in solitary confinement, they took away the bat symbol of his party. Could not campaign, but it was in the history of, I think, national elections in the world, the first time a candidate who won a landslide across the board from all provinces of Pakistan, including the institutions like the army and the veterans. So it's not Imran Khan versus the Pakistan
So
army.
who is it? So who
Okay,
is it then?
so yeah, so I'm just coming to that now. You see, unlike India, unlike Bangladesh, where civilian supremacy has been, that is how it should be in a democracy. When Pakistan's founder, Qaid Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah, said that the army are the servants of the civilian leadership. That was his view. That's exactly the same thing that Imran Khan has always said. He was never, by the way, for people, this is the people who might not know, he came into politics in 1996 without any dynastic or any backing by any political
Sure.
institution nor the army. He struggled for 22 years built up his party from scratch, and finally when he did win, it wasn't because the army brought him in. The army realized that all the other dynastic parties, the Bhutto family and the Sharif family, have been so discredited by the Pakistani people that they can no longer keep Imran Khan out. Meaning ke
Okay.
they didn't stop his victory. That's what they always manipulate the
But if
elections.
90%, if 90% of the army is
Yeah,
pro Imran Khan,
right.
that leaves 10% that is hostile. What is the
Nahin,
story of that
let me
10%?
let me quickly just give you the backstory to this.
Yeah.
Barka, from Jinnah to Liaquat Ali Khan to Fatma Jinnah to Sheikh Mujib ur Rahman to Zulfikar Ali Bhutto to Benazir, any civilian leader which wins the people's support is looked as a danger to the cartel. And the mercenary cartel are a few generals, the feudals, and a 1% elite of Pakistan, which has been controlling Pakistan for 78 years. It has lost East Pakistan because it treated East Pakistan like a colony. Now, what Imran Khan did in his 4 years, nearly 4 years, from 2018 to April 2022, he tried to say that merit and accountability, even within the institution of the army, there should be merit and accountability. Because no country, no institution can rise if there's no merit and no accountability. Well, they weren't used to a civilian leader talking to them like that. So they wanted to put him in his place much earlier, but the pandemic came, if you remember, right? And they couldn't do anything because the pandemic had changed everything. So they were waiting, what was the best time to topple him? And General Bajwa realized that April of 2022 was the best time to topple him. But now, since those 4 years, what the people of Pakistan have seen, Barkha, is that the army has had total control of all the levers of power. They have a puppet government, right? Yet Imran Khan, with his popularity amongst the youth of Pakistan and the women, has landslide victories in by-elections.
Can I ask you a question before? Can I ask you a question before I go to General Hassan? My question to you, Salman. My question is this: you speak of a cartel within the Pakistan army, a few generals. They can't stand any popular civilian politician. My question is this: do you believe that General Munir personally is insecure about Imran Khan?
Well, think about this. Imran Khan commands now 82% plus, this was the latest poll, across Pakistan and in the Pakistani diaspora, everywhere, right? And General Munir he can't come out in the streets without wearing a bulletproof vest and having guards around him, okay? He's appointed himself field marshal, and he wants Imran Khan to bow down to him and say, I will make a deal. Imran Khan is not that leader. He says, give me freedom or give me death. And all the 300 bogus cases against him, the court system have time and again proven that there is nothing to hold, whether it's Tosha Khana or Al Qadir Trust or anti-terrorism. Think about this, Barkha. A guy like Imran Khan, up till the age of 72, has 0 criminal cases against him. And then all of a sudden, after he's toppled, he's got 300 cases against him.
Let me pick up this point about how Munir can't come out without a bulletproof vest. Also, the organization of power, General Hassan, in Pakistan structurally. I think that's a very important point. I think when Imran was Prime Minister of Pakistan, we certainly all had our share of disagreements with him. But prior to that, Imran Khan was somebody who would often come to India. He had friends in India. Many people knew him. Everybody followed his cricket. When you think of this hero of cricket, that he is indisputably locked up in this jail, having lost 85% of his vision in one eye, it is a tragedy. It is a tragedy. There's no other word for it. Are you shocked, General Hassan? 2 questions for you. First, the cricket question. Are you shocked by the silence of his cricketing peers? And 2, as an Indian Fauji, when you hear Salman describe how power is wielded within the Pakistan military, I wonder how you think and feel.
Coming to your first question, Barkha, the cricketing community around the world, and Dr. Salman himself is a cricket fan. We were discussing before you came in here at that time.
Yeah.
All of us agree that 1992 World Cup victory by Pakistan was primarily Imran Khan's victory, and his iconic status within India. Everyone would, I still remember those years when Imran Khan used to visit here. We used to be on the commentary box so many times, the kind of popularity which he enjoyed. That's a completely different dimension. When he became Prime Minister, he adopted some different stance towards India, towards Jammu and Kashmir and things like that, and then started losing part of his popularity in India. There's no doubt about it. But the rest of the cricketing fraternity, I think, is coming together. We haven't seen it happening so volubly so far, but I'm sure it will. A lot of people are going to say this tomorrow, and the day after tomorrow's media will probably have many more things to say about this particular aspect in terms of condemnation. Having said that, this may be just one of those triggers, a waiting moment in history. You never know what really transpires after this. Pakistan is waiting to implode, if you ask me. I don't know what Dr. Salman will feel about it, but Pakistan, the state it is in at the moment with its economy, its internal security, its border security in tatters at the moment, and the only thing it can talk of course, is its a high status in terms of its relationship with the United States of America at the moment. But everything else is working against Pakistan. And you never know the kind of thing which may happen, because this is the kind of thing which brings sentiments among people. Pakistan's civil society has been weakened to such a great extent that you never find them coming out for the right causes, to see the street power bringing out issues on the right causes for the people. But this may be kind of a thing, a trigger which can actually bring about this kind of issue. The Pakistan army is not popular, not in the streets. It's lost its, at one stage, there's no doubt the Pakistan army was considered the last word in Pakistan. But I think today, a lot of people who I meet and talk to tell me that sheen that it had, that popularity it has all vanished. So you never know what is going to happen. And this is the kind of thing which triggers off situations which ultimately lead to something much greater than to happen.
I think that's a really interesting point. Before I take last comments, I want to play out, since we're talking about cricket, Mohsin Naqvi wears two hats. He manages Pakistan's cricket, but he also is minister in the government. He was asked about protests in support of Imran Khan against what's been done to him, and this is what he said.
जब उस किस्म का लॉ एंड ऑर्डर आएगा तो फिर उनको उसी से हिसाब से निबड़ लेंगे. पहले भी काफी दफा अब तो प्रैक्टिस हो गई निबड़ने की. बस मेरा काम तो दूसरा वाला मुज़ाकरात जिनका काम है वो करेंगे.
So kind of dismissive there, Salman, saying बहुत निपट लिया, निपट लेंगे, not worried. I want you to talk about what the question that Ajay Jadeja raised. So much support from India. Indians speaking up for Imran Khan despite political differences from Imran Khan's political years. Where are the Pakistani cricketers? Why are they silent? Are you disappointed by that?
So Barkha, before I answer that question, I want to just address one point that General Saab raised, that Pakistan is a country ready to implode. General Saab, the reason Pakistan has not imploded, because Imran Khan has, for 30 years of his political life, has talked about peaceful, legalistic protest. And even in jail, he's never asked his, and since he's been toppled, he never asked his supporters to burn down government buildings or riot. He's always said that our goal is a civilized nation, peaceful protest. I would say even a Gandhi-esque approach that he's taken, non-violent, non-cooperation, much in the same way that, the Salt March. And so Imran Khan in that way, in that vein, has kept the country together, because he's still hoping that there will be some gray matter in the other side to understand that this is much bigger than Imran Khan and Asim Munir. This is about 250 million people and their lives, So that's one of the reasons that Pakistan has not imploded and won't implode, because the leader who's still there, minus his, sadly, his eye is gone. And, the other, to answer your question, Barka, I think the celebration of cricket is really necessary, because here's an icon who's behind, he's been isolated for almost 910 plus days. He's lost his eyesight. I think that what Ajay Jadeja said, and I responded to him, that it shows an evolved sportsman like Ajay Jadeja realizing that on the other side, yes, we are hostile rivals, but
Yeah.
he recognizes his humanity. But I would say, if you saw 150 million smartphones in Pakistan and WhatsApp groups, Every single one of them, they represent the majority of Pakistanis, and they are all saying that we cannot stand this sort of torture of our national icon and hero.
Salman Saab, before I give General Hassan the concluding remark, Imran's sons, one of the sad things to see have been how these two boys have been trying to get the world to pay attention. The Americans have a great improved relationship right now. Are you disappointed with the kind of responses out of America, considering Trump calls Munir his favorite field marshal?
Well, as an American, I would say that President Trump needs to reevaluate his hasty backing of a untrustworthy, transactional, and basically a mercenary, which is Asim Munir. And it won't take. It doesn't. I'm still believing that President Trump will do the right thing because Asim Munir, all of the promises he's made, he cannot deliver on. Cannot deliver on minerals, cannot deliver on oil, cannot deliver on crypto, and all the other promises he made. Plus, he's a warmonger. And what the last thing that the subcontinent needs is a warmongering make-believe general, with nuclear weapons. So I think what we are reaching out to as the Pakistani American community, to President Trump and to Congress and to the Senate, is that the only way forward for South Asia is peace, stability, and democracy. And I think India has a huge role to play. Bangladesh, Nepal, all the neighboring countries have a huge role to play to make sure that the way you have democracy in India, that Pakistan has a stable democracy. That's how we should move forwards into this very chaotic terrain that we're in.
General Hassan, let me give you the last word. I think Salman's been very plain spoken. Trump needs to review his support or backing or praise for Munir. Munir is a mercenary. He's a make-believe general. I think that's why you even use the phrase so-called field marshal. You say this is an inflection point. There's sort of this simmering chaos or simmering unrest in Pakistan, and it could boil over any time. From an Indian perspective, I know you've been saying for a while we need to be careful. Munir, we need to be careful about our internal security. Just a last thought to you on this Imran Khan episode.
I think, Barkha, I would endorse every word spoken by Dr. Salman. And it's so encouraging on your program to come across a Pakistani American, so to say otherwise, a Pakistani American. These are the kind of words which are music to the ears. For the entire subcontinent. All of us wish only this, and more cricket, less of issues of this kind. And we hope there will be a change of heart in America. What Dr. Salman has said is absolutely correct. We are also very, very hopeful about that. And we know that things in America at the moment, there is nothing permanent about the policies. These policies are going to change any other day as we go along.
All right, we leave it there. As General Hassan said, this has been an unusual conversation. Two Indians and a Pakistani have agreed on almost everything at the end of a program, because there is sorry, Salman, you're trying to say something, and a Pakistani American. I think you're correct.
No. I'm saying not on the cricket match tomorrow. Pakistan's going to.
that kind of rivalry and disagreement we can live with. That is not a problem. But thank you. Indeed, it is a tragic matter. Jokes aside, it is a tragic matter. We may have had many differences with Imran Khan, the politician, but there is no question that Indians have adored, even resented sometimes on the cricket field, Imran Khan, the cricketer. And to see him in his 70s treated like this by his own country, it is nothing but a tragedy. And it all comes down to what Salman has so bluntly called the mercenaries within the Pakistan Army. Thank you very much to Dr. Salman Ahmed, to General Atta Hasnan. It's been a pleasure. Have a great weekend, everybody, and enjoy the match. See you all soon. It's great to see you here. Thank you for watching our work. If you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to click the bell icon and subscribe to Mojo Story and support independent, robust journalism.